Is there anything better than playing Battleground Convoy with a friend? Not playing it at all. How about playing Battleground Convoy with 3 mutual friends? This is exactly what happened when GameZone was filming his live the other day, and I was also filming at the same time, so let's see how the match went. So I was super happy. This was my first match of the evening with GameZone. We actually played Battleground Convoy for around about an hour of his live stream. So if you want to see all of the matches that we were in together, definitely check that out on his channel. Now, when I entered the battle, I was too busy in awe of the fact that I was with people that I knew that I didn't realize I was raid leader. So thankfully, Too Fat took raid lead and he put Mando, himself, and GameZone and I all in the same part of the team so that we could obviously track each other on the minimap, which does make a difference. If you enter Battleground Convoy with the person you're playing with and you're on the same team and you can actually see where they are and see where their movements are, it's really helpful compared to not having that. And sometimes people don't give you raid lead, which is super annoying. But yeah, so I was super excited for this, just to be playing with more than one friend. Now, I really wish we had the opportunity in Battleground Convoy to actually play this with multiple friends at once. It would be really nice if you could enter with, say, 3 other people, so like with a normal team size. But obviously the issue that we already have with Convoy is that it's often really unbalanced with resonance. I find a lot of high resonance players enter it with a low resonance player because for them it's normally an easy win. And yeah, most of the matches are super unbalanced in Convoy. I play this more than normal Battleground, as you all know, and that issue that the issue that causes is the fact that my win rate is once again shocking. I think I'm down to about 54% win rate. I haven't really played any normal Battleground. I think I've done 4 matches of normal Battleground since the new season started, and much more matches of Convoy. I've probably done at least 3 times that in Convoy. I'm not a huge PvP player, but it's always good practice to see what builds people are using and see what seems to be OP with other classes and which other classes are currently OP in PvP as well. I just sold something on Vinted there. Just ignore that notification. I've been selling quite a lot on there recently because your girl needs her money. Anyway, so I have been finding with Battleground in general that a lot of the time it is Crusader and Necromancer that seem to be dominating. Necromancer seem to have a crazy amount of CC, I would say more so than Wizard now, where you pretty much just get locked into place. And obviously they have that fear as well, and then they are hitting really hard with their skills. So Necromancer, I would say, is in a really strong position for PvP currently. Same with Crusader. Obviously, Crusader have a crazy amount of range. Before anyone comes at me telling me that it is a hybrid class, I don't give a shit. It shouldn't have more range than range classes. That is the end of that story. So yeah, Crusader and Necromancer seem to be doing really well in Battleground currently. And obviously, Barbarian have yet another build where they cannot die pretty much, and it takes forever to kill them. So Barbarian are also in a pretty good place with PvP. Obviously, the meta build for Wizard currently in PvP seems to be the spam build. I am not playing this. I'm going to give it a try soon. I need to just look at it properly and set it up on my character, which I've not had time to do because I've just been so busy with other things. I've had a few content pieces that I've had to focus on Instagram, which have been like paid content, so I've not been able to do as much content on here as I want, which is why I've been lacking on some of my videos recently and not as present with my videos. But anyway, back to this match. As you can see, I had a lot of life wiped out at that moment. I was hit pretty hard by a couple of players, and this person just is not dying. This is exactly what I was saying with this. I did manage to take them down just after I died. Obviously, one of my dots was on them, so I am using Angmits in this, and obviously I'm using Sleeping Bile as well. Now you can see they've pushed their Guardians super close to the 3rd checkpoint already. I think this match is probably going to be a loss, which is super frustrating. I've got a nice little kill streak going on again here, and I think I might have quite a lot of assists for this as well, because there's a lot of people that I've just been constantly like putting my effects on and they then die, but I'm not getting awarded the kill for it, which is absolutely fine. I'm glad that I haven't died too much in this match. It's a little bit embarrassing to be in a PvP match with your friends and then die over and over again, which did happen in some of the later matches in the evening. It wasn't the best evening for Battleground Convoy. A lot of unbalanced matches on Thursday night, which was super disappointing, but it is what it is. I definitely need to play normal Battleground a little bit more to climb the ranks. I want to make sure that I finish in gold rank once again for Battleground, so that I get a decent amount of legendary crests, because obviously since they've added the legendary crests to the rewards for Battleground rank, it's definitely worth playing. I would say it's a lot more worth playing now than it was previously, so I do try and push Battleground a little bit, even though as I said, I'm not the biggest PvP player. I would say that I enjoy PvE more, but yeah, let me know what you prefer in the comments. Are you more of a PvP person or PvP focused, or are you more PvE focused? And there is a fine example of the damage that Crusaders can do in just a few moments. So yeah, the enemy is now at the 3rd checkpoint as well, and it looks like this is definitely going to be a loss, unfortunately. We've tried really hard. I would say that we've done pretty well at trying to push back on this team. But you can see some of their players just aren't dying. Like, I literally had them down to 0 life, what, 4 times? Like, what is even the point in trying? It's so frustrating sometimes. I mean, I do enjoy this mode, but Jesus Christ, like, come on, give me a break. Too many Crusaders. And I'm noticing a lot more people are playing Crusader again now. There was a time that Crusader, people weren't feeling like it was in that great of a position, and not many people were playing it, but it feels like it's a class that a lot of people are now focusing on in PvP, especially things like Convoy and normal Battleground as well. Obviously, there's that thing with Blood Knights at the moment where they're able to take down their hearts really quickly. I don't know if that's changed at all. A few people said it seems to not be as strong since the last patch update. Let me know if you've experienced that in the comments. It's not something that I've seen personally. They still seem to be in a pretty good position. But yeah, you can see here we're running out of time for this match, and it's our Guardian is nowhere near. Our Guardian's still at the 2nd checkpoint, and there's no one really able to push it. As soon as our players were getting to our Guardian, they were getting taken down again. Still got this nice kill streak going. Just trying my best to stop their players pushing forward any further, but obviously once Guardian's at this point, it's pretty hard to actually do much in the battle. And you can see once again our Guardian is pretty much swamped in the enemy team, so we're not going to be able to push that at all either. Trying to take down the Guardian in the middle and just getting attacked here by players on the enemy team, and unfortunately just like that the battle was over and it was a loss for our team, which I'll get more losses in this mode than wins, but at least it was a fun match. So this was the overall result. I was actually pretty shocked to see that I was MVP. Super close there with the kills overall. I had a really nice amount of assists there, as well as only 1 death. So yeah, pretty happy with that result. Game Zone, insane assist there with 26. And I am still in bronze, so just ignore that. 62% win rate. Maybe I'll get a little bit better on that. But that is it from me for this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.
Official Diablo Partner.